Surprise! Yeah, it's been a while. I'm here to ask you a question and to maybe explain why Trekspertise has been absent for so long. But first, let me explain the absence. The short version is we got busy. We've been working on all sorts of projects, other people's films, documentary this, television show that, all small-scale stuff. I'm sure you understand we had bills to pay. And our capitalist overlords get quite anxious when you interrupt the heterotrophic feeding supply. And so we haven't had a lot of time to dedicate to this space, which makes my heart and several other organs quite sad. Which leads me to my main point in question. What do we do with this space? Let me clarify some options here, the way I see it. One, we can continue to do the long-form documentary-style video essays, these academic, almost anthropological deep dives on sci-fi and Star Trek. But we've only been able to produce these types of videos sporadically. And I mean sporadically. Our last true video essay was released probably a year ago or so. The video essay form has always been my favorite format, second to films and movies, of course. We've been living in a golden age of video essays, and YouTube has been the perfect space for this kind of content. Gross. I really hate that word. Anyway, the video essay format has flowered here on YouTube, and Trekspertise's video essays have been a part of that flowering, and I've loved making them. So maybe our first option is to keep doing what we're doing. Sporadic but highly polished video essays. Which means that our second option is something like this. Something more conversational, more podcast-like, more talking head. Interviews, discussions, conversations, something less academically punchy, perhaps a shallower dive, but something that could be produced more easily and released more regularly. Or maybe there's a third option where we do both. Or a fourth option even that I can't imagine. I don't know. That's why I'm looking for your input. What do you like to see in this space? What do you want? For my part, I'm much more interested in a highly detailed, documentary style, deeply researched kind of edit. But you may be different. You may be okay with a faster, cheaper, more ephemeral method of delivery. It may be okay for you to have people just simply talk about a thing instead of having a polished edit show you a thing. As a filmmaker, I'm biased toward thoughtful, highly curated visual expressions. Not everyone's the same, right? I guess it all comes down to the production triangle, right? Faster, cheaper, better. But you only get to pick two. For my part, fast has always been the enemy of the good. But you have all been the long-suffering fans of Trekspertise. And as Star Trek fans, we all understand what long-suffering means. All the same, I want to hear your thoughts. Do we stay the course with polished, highly detailed, deeply researched, but sporadic video essays? Do we do something more conversational, more like discussions? Do we do both? Do we do something entirely different? Do we start a podcast? I don't know. Let's hear what you think.